We know, right? We are using for loop whenever we used to give anything like any certain conditions, right? We used to say like if it is anything list, let me share my screen. So for example, if I do have anything like list one variable, if I having anything 3.0 and here I having some name. So if I having anything, so to iterate each and every element, if I want to perform any operation with the each and every elements present inside the list, then we used to use for loop, right? For I in list one, right? This is what we used to use, or else len of list one. So this is we used to use, right? So this is nothing but the, we can say that we are giving the variable, and after that we used to give here conditions, right? If I is greater than 5 something something, any condition you can give here. This is what for loop. But what is while loop? While loop is nothing but in the beginning itself you are giving the conditions, okay, and in the beginning you are giving something like where to where you have to start. Like for example, in the while loop, first of all we will see what is the while loop. Okay, so while loop is a statement of the Python, one of the most general way to perform the iteration. The while statement will be repeatedly execute the single statement or the group of statement as long as the condition is true. Okay, so initially we will assign something in the while, after that and then we used to write the code, or else you can execute this. So this is the normal syntax for the while loop. The reason it is called the loop is because of the code statements are looped through over again. So this is also the same until it will met the conditions. Until it met the condition, after the while loop, it will run the code. Okay. So let's see one of the coding, and after that you guys will get very clear picture. Okay. So like here what we have to do is like we have to mention the while, then we have to mention x is smaller than, this is smaller than 10. Okay, I want to execute this x until it's smaller than 10. If it is equal to 10, then I have to stop executing this code. Okay, so when it will stop after the 9, right? After the 9, it will stop execution, because after the 9, it will become the 10. So 10 is equal to 10. So this condition here it's not. Here is like the x want to be smaller than 10. So when it will be the 9, so it will come out of this loop. Okay. So but here I mentioned x is should be smaller than 10. Then one question, what is x, right? So x you have to mention here. You have to say x is nothing but 0. So it will start from 0. Got it? First, you have to say something. It should be, you have to give the condition, the x should be smaller than 10. But what is x? X you have to mention earlier. Okay. Before starting while loop, you have to mention what is x. Okay. So now x is 0. Okay. Now x should be smaller than 10. Then after that, you can write any condition. For example, let me write it down here. Print function. Print uh, in the inverted comma, x is currently x. Okay, it means what? X is currently, it will print its iteration. First time what it is? It is 0. So it will print here, instead of the x, it will print 0. Next time it will become 1. 1 is smaller than 10 or not? Yes, it's smaller than 10. Then next it will print 1. Then after that, what is a 2? 2 is smaller than 10 or not? After that it will 2 until it will print the 9. After the 9, okay, 9. 9 is smaller than 10 or not? Yes, it will print the 9. And after that 10, 10 is smaller than 10 or not? No. So here the condition becomes false. When it is become a false, then it will come out of the loop. It will print the last answer. What is the last answer? It's a 9. Okay, it will print that. Okay, so here, so okay, now we know this is the starting point, x is equal to 0. So here is the starting point. Okay, so x will start is equal to 1. Now x came here. Okay, so let me explain in very good manner. This is x is 0. Here is the while x should be smaller than 10. Okay, this is we return the condition, right? So now x is 0. So this is the starting point. This is the starting point. It started. So this 0 came here first time. Okay, now its print is printed 0. Now again it will go here. Then again it's a 0, right? Here we are not doing anything. We are not increasing the value. It means what? We have to increase the value. Because one time when iteration came, it's printed 0. Okay, next time it will go again here. So again it will go again, the x is nothing but the 0. Here we are not increasing this x, right? So if you want to increase this x, then you have to increase here itself. After printing the 0, you have to say now just increase one number with the x. To increase one number with the x, what you have to do? You have to put the plus is equal to 1. It means here you are adding 1 with x. Currently the x is nothing but the 0. So you are adding 0 with 1. So now the answer, now the x is equal to what? X is equal to 1. Now you are passing this x here. Now x is not 0. Now x is become now 1. So now this 1 will come here. It will print 1. Now x is what? X is 1. Now x plus now 1 plus 1 is no but 2. Now x is equal to 2. Now this 2 will go here. Got it? Anyone having any doubt? Till everything is clear? Just put it in the chat. Guys, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Clear.
sir.
Okay. So now there is a one small program. Just run it in your laptop. Okay. So just initially mention x is equal to 0. And after that, while x is smaller than 10. Now just print this x. Just print, here is the indentation. You have to give the indentation in the sense nothing but the 4 space. And after that, you have just mentioned 1. Just perform this code. Guys, done? Guys, done? Shall we move next?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now the same thing. Like if I will start, for example, I'm taking anything, num is equal to 2. Okay, so here I'm saying while num smaller than is equal to 10. Okay, so the num is nothing but now we are starting from 0. Now here putting the is equal to in the sense, now even if it is a become a 10, if the 10 is equal to 10, even though it will print the 10. Okay, for that purpose we are here. Previously what happened, it will print till 9, right? When you will put this is equal to, it will print the 10 also. So print, here I'm saying num. Okay, so after that, here I'm increasing the num plus is equal to 2, because here we took the 2. So it will increase the 2 to each iteration. Okay, so that is the reason we are written here. Just also perform this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we will perform something with the string. Okay, so now you just assume it like you are taking the input from the user. Okay, so if you want to take any input from the user, now as of all now we are saying a is equal to 5. It means the 5 is storing here. But if you want to take the input from the user, then what you have to do is, like, you can mention a is equal to input and just write it down anything, enter the number. enter the number. So when you will use this input, so it will take the number from the user. And for example, if the user is mentioning the 2, if it is typing 2, then 2 will store into this a variable. Okay, for that purpose we are using this input. Okay, and now let's see, for example, if I want to take anything from the user, so let's say user input. Okay, user input. So let's take the user input. Okay, so this is something user will give the input, and the input should be in the string. Okay, so I'm giving that and this very huge space, but you guys don't give this huge space, you just give the small space. Okay, and after that I'm writing here the while this user input, okay, if not equal to quite, okay, quite in the sense just leave it. Okay, if the user will enter this quite, then he or she want to come out of the loop. If they are entering something else, then just run the loop until they want to enter the quite. Okay, if they want to quit the loop, then they have to write this quite. Okay, so how to write the code for that? Okay, so just here you mention the user input. Now you are taking the input from the user. Okay, so for that purpose you have to write the input, and you are saying the user to enter the. Okay, guys, always use. Here I'm using the double code. Here I'm using the single code. If I will use the single code here now, then it will give the error because you are using multiple singles code inside this. At the same situation, you are using the multiple. So if you are using anything single code inside the string, then you outer the string, you have to use the double code. Okay, so keep it in your mind. So to exit. Okay, so this is what we written. So if you the here the user want to quite he or she want to exit this loop, then he or she want to enter this quite. Okay, now just print it. Just you entered user. What is the name? User input, right? Because this is what we are taking from the user, right? Okay, so now just run this code. Just write any text and just check whether it's the loop is still going on or not. If after that just write this quite whether it exit the loop or not. Just try from your end. Okay, after done, once you guys are done, right, then after that you guys what you can do is like you take the numerical value from the user until they enter 0. Okay, until they enter 0. Okay, until they enter 0, you have to take the input numerical value from the user. How to take the numerical value? For example, if you will say input enter any value, user can enter anything, right? String or anything. So in that particular time, what you have to do, you have to say no, just enter it integer. So what you have to do before this int, right? Sorry, before this input, you have to say int. So whatever the people used to enter, you are converting that into integer. Okay, and just store it into anything, something like number. So anything, if I will enter 7, then it will convert into the integer. If I will enter 7.0, it will convert into the integer. Anything the user will enter, it will convert into the integer. Okay. Yes, Abhijit Nair, it's correct. Okay. Okay, guys. Now we are going to see something. It's called as the break. Okay. So something it's called as the break. Okay. What is break? Okay. So let's assume it like you are running something in future when you will work for the any client, right, in your office. So you have to run maybe in your cloud or anything. Okay, it may be cloud or it may be any application, anything. There is something it's called as the downtime. Okay, so that application want to run till some certain limit or certain time or certain price. Okay, for example, nowadays we are using the chat GPT, right? We used to fix the limitation, right? Once we cross the limitation of the $10, then just stop it or just send the mail. Okay, so or just like stop that instance, stop that things. Okay, so that is something we need to stop. Okay, so if it is crossing some limit, then we have to say, okay, it's enough. Just stop the code. So to stop any code, we are using break. Okay. For example, last time did we saw what is break and continue in the for loop?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. So we'll see what is the break. Okay. For example, in the for loop, let me take the example of the for loop for I in range. Okay, range, I'm saying 1 to 11. So 1 to 11 in the sense it will give till 10, right? Because n minus 1. So here, if the I is nothing but the index, right? It's giving the per iteration of the per index, right? For when the I is equal to, I'm saying the if I is equal to 5, then just stop it. Okay, just stop this code. I just want the iteration till 5. Okay, so what I have to do is just I have to put the break, and then just print the I, because you want to print the last element, right? So you have to come out of this loop. So I just written this print here, but it's under the this loop. Okay, it is under the this loop, but it's not under the this loop. Okay, so here we written, so when it's become 5, so it means if this condition when met true, when it's become true, so it will break the code, it will print the last element, last iteration. That's it. So that is what we are using this break. Okay, just perform it once in your lab. I hope everyone understood this. Anyone having any doubt in the break? No, right?
No, sir.
Okay, run it. Guys, done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so apart now we will see something it's called as the continue. Okay. So what is the continue? For example, if I'm performing any task, I'm performing something, but due to some reason, as of all now, for example, you are getting some data time to time, it's updating the data is it's just updating your ETL tool. Okay, ETL tool is nothing but your pipeline. In future you will get to know what is ETL tool and all the pipeline and everything. Okay, so let's assume it from your client, you are receiving the data every 15 minutes. Once in a 15 minutes you are receiving the data. Okay, So for example, your client told you like we will only send you the integer type, but by mistake there is one data type came. It's called as the string. But earlier your client is promised you like we will only send you the integer, but by mistake the string values came, but you returned your code only for the integer data types. You are not handled these strings, or you are not written any code for the string. You just written the code for the integer. So now what will happen? There it will give error. If it will give error, then your whole application get affected by this error, and it will throw you the downtime, or it won't run, right? So how to handle it? To handle it, for example, if anything error occurs, just don't consider it, just continue from the next value. Just continue. If any occurrence happen, any disturbance happen, don't mean it, just continue your work. Just loop it. So to say this thing to your code, you have to use this continue. Okay, so let's see one example. For I in range, okay, so 1 to 11. Okay, 1 to 11. So this is the range, and I is the iteration index. If I'm saying this I, if it is a divisible by 2, okay, if it is a I is divisible by 2 and is equal to 0, okay, so is there any number, for example 8 or 9 or 5, is this number, if it is a divisible by 2 and remainder is 0, then what you have to do is just skip that number, just continue with the next number. Okay, so for that you have to say continue and just print. So what it will do is, if it is any even number, then it will skip that even number, it will skip that even number, it will only print the odd number, because you return the condition here I is divisible by 2 and is equal to 0, then just skip it, don't consider it, just continue with the next number. That is what you written here. Okay, so it will only return you the odd number. Just run this in your lab. I hope everyone got understood this. Guys, done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so guys, do you want to take one challenge now? That is nothing but the same thing you have to perform using the while loop. Are you able to do that? Just try from your end. Even though if it is any problem, I'm here to, okay, I will teach you how to do that, but first try from your end. Same thing, just perform with the while loop. Okay, let me explain you. Okay, and the thing is, like, initially I told you, right, the while loop, first of all, you have to take, for example, if I'm saying, if I'm saying while, what happened? If I'm saying while num should be smaller than equal to 11, okay, and I'm saying what is num 8, we are not we are just mention this num, right? We are not taken any value, we are not gave any value for this num, so we have to first initialize this num. So okay, sorry, it's now num is now become 0. So it will start from 0, it will end till end 10, right? It will start from 0 and it will end till 10, because here we said it's smaller than is nothing but the 10. Okay, so now it will start from 0, it will end till 11. Now the num, we have to increase this num each and every time. Okay, we have to increase this num each and every time. This is 1. Okay, we have to increase the 1 first, 0, then just increase 1. So now it's becomes second. Okay, now just give the your condition. If num divisible by 2 is equal to 0, then just continue. Okay, and after that just print it, print the num. So it will do that same job which it has done for the for loop. Just perform it. If anyone is left to do this, just perform. Okay, one more exercise, guys, for next class. Same thing you can do for the break. Okay. Is this done?
Done, sir.
Okay, so now we will increase the toughness, okay, in the while loop. Okay, so now, so guys, first of all, I want to say something. For example, if it is something, if you want to say, like, if a user is entering 5, okay, and but if the user is entering 1, you are saying like you have to enter the integer. So one first he enter the 5, and after that you are saying again enter something, and he enter the something name. Okay, so this is not a number, right? In this case, you have to tell them ki no, no, this is not a number. So to tell them, first you want to identify, okay, whether that is a number or not. Okay. So there is the one method in the Python is called as the is digit. Is digit. What it will do is, if it is not digit, so it will not consider. Okay, it will help to identify the digits. Okay, so this is the one functionality. Using this functionality, we will see how to do the coding. First of all, I will ask the user, okay, enter the age. Okay, I will take the age. If this is that age is not in the integer, then we won't consider. Okay, and after that, age should not be in the negative. In this condition, we are going to take the age from the user and we are going to print that age. That's it. Okay, using while loop. Okay, so how we will do that? So we will write something while true. So in the sense, why I'm writing true, I will tell you. Okay, while true. True in the sense, if it's happened, then if it is, then. So for that, we are using the true. Okay, now I want to take the some age from the user. So how can I take the age? Like I'm saying, okay, hey, just tell me your age. So enter your age. Okay, we taken this. Now assign it into some variable. Now, so user here, he or she will enter their age and we are storing into the age variable. That's done. But here we are not saying any int or anything. So here we will use this is digit. Okay. If, so here we will write the code. If the age is digit, it means is digit means it want to be digit. So if I want to say if it is not digit, then don't consider it. So what I have to say, if not age dot is digit. Okay, if age not is digit, then just print. So you have to give some pop-up. Okay. Okay, please enter uh, valid age. Okay, so something like this, you're giving you're printing something. If it is not in the numerical proper manner, then you're printing this. Okay, and you're saying continue. Continue means just run this code, don't stop it. So again, here we are printing the age. Age is, now we are converting that age into integer here. That's it. Okay, here we are converting that into integer. Now, second condition, if they don't want to enter their age in negative, okay, negative in the sense -1, -22, minus not, there is no one age, -12, -22, -25. So they don't have to enter any negative number. So that also we have to handle. So how to handle? If age smaller than 0, if age is smaller than 0, so print some suggestion or just notification कि age cannot be negative. Okay, you say age cannot be negative, and again you can say continue. Okay, now what? Now just print your age. Your age is whatever the age they will enter, just print that age, and after that break the code. Okay, then the break the code in the sense it will come out of the loop. Got it? So is this visible, guys? So this all are coming in the same line. Okay, this should be come in one line. This all are inside this while loop. Okay, this is indentation. Got it? Just run this code and we will wind up our class. I hope everyone got understood what is this, right? Anyone having any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, if it is no doubt, just please perform in your lab. Guys, in the real time also, you have to write multiple condition. If it is not happen, then what we have to, you have to accept every error. Okay. Okay, if the guy will enter this, then this error will come. Then I have to handle this error. If the guy is enter anything wrong, then this error will come. I have to handle this. So like this, you have to handle in every perspective. That is nothing but the programmer life style. Guys, why I'm writing in the board, why I'm not writing in the Jupyter? Because I just want to give the hands-on practice here itself. For example, if anyone facing any error, they can instantly, like, they can call me and they can ask, sharing their screen, right? So that's the reason. Okay. Also, I just want to share this once done, just let me know. I will share this file, Jupyter file with you guys. Guys, I'm stopping my screen. Okay, I hope you guys are written because I just want to share that file. Okay. Guys, I shared that file. Please confirm me whether you guys are received or not. Okay. Guys, is there anyone who facing some issues while learning? Is there anyone who not getting this, what is Python and what is for loop, anything? Don't need to worry. You can just connect our team. They will help you. Okay. Even we are ready to help you for that. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you for your time. Bye.